Hello and welcome to Rogue Talks. So I am Patrick, your host, and today we are looking at when is it okay to be prejudiced. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch a little clip of a young lady talking about fatphobia and dating. So we're then going to give our views. We'd love to hear yours in the comments and have a little discussion in there. So without further ado, let's look at the clip.
Just find someone who's like, teeter-tottering, wants to learn. I don't know if it's this person. It's probably not, because they're just commenting on my videos like crap just for fun. But in case this gets to anyone, who's willing to learn, it is not inherently fatphobic to be attracted to thinner people. It's only fatphobic if you exclude a group of people, fat people, from that attraction due to the fact that you think being fat is unhealthy, unattractive. Because why do you think it's unattractive? Where does that come from? Your fear of larger bodies, right? Like that, or not even your fear of larger bodies, but your distaste for, your dissatisfaction for. That's fatphobic. I can like thin people. I don't always. I love like a full-bodied individual. And I can still like thin people too. But I don't exclude fat people from my preferences. Because at that point, it's no longer a preference, it's a bias. There's a stigma, there's a weight stigma, right? Which is where the phrase weight stigma comes in. Certain weights are stigmatized, right? All rooted in racism, our fear, our hatred of black, large, disabled, whatever bodies. And just in case there's any bitches out there who's like, oh, why do you always have to bring race into this? Like, you're a what? Like, it's rooted in racism. Like, fatphobia is rooted in racism. So it's like, there are many things to break down at the same time. You're allowed to be attracted to thin people. You just can't exclude a whole group of people and call it a preference. Just like it's racist if you say, oh, I only date white guys. Or it's racist to those other groups that don't fit in that box, right? It's no longer a preference. It's systemic. It's rooted in something else. It's not just an attraction.
Well, guys, I think I might be fishphobic because I don't want to date fish either. So that's pretty difficult, isn't it? This is ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Like, of course, when you're dating, everyone's prejudiced when they're dating. You might not want to date people with big noses or fucked up teeth or lions. Do you know what I mean? Apart from Nala out of The Lion King, she was pretty hot. But, just because you don't want to date someone doesn't mean that you're like, ooh, you are prejudiced. Everyone is prejudiced in that regard. Like, I know white girls that have said to me they only want to date black guys. Fine. That's cool. If that's what you want to do, if that's who you find attractive. Like, I know people that say, I don't want to date a girl after she gets to a certain size. That's their choice. It should be their choice. You should be allowed. That's what you should be. Like, if someone says to me, like, I've heard that you're transphobic if you're not going to date a trans woman that identifies as a woman. Like, well, hang on. Let's break that down first. Are we saying that she's had the full operation, or are you transphobic if you won't date a woman or someone who identifies as a woman but still got a massive schlong? Because, or maybe a small schlong. Who knows? We don't want to be prejudiced against schlongs. But that's crazy. Like, it should be your choice or my choice or whoever's choice. Like, if I don't want to go and date a 30-stone woman, I shouldn't have to go and date a 30-stone woman. And no one should tell me that I'm prejudiced, or I am being prejudiced, because it's allowed in dating. You can't go around saying you're fatphobic, which actually means you're scared of being fat yourself, but now it's fatphobic to be scared of dating fat women. Although I don't think, or fat men, I don't think that's scared of dating them. It's just what you find attractive in yourself. Like, why should there be any reason that you should be forced to date anyone? You shouldn't. It's entirely your choice. And if you don't want to date Asian people or black people or white people or fat people or skinny people, like, I know loads of people that wouldn't date girls that are too skinny. Like, that's their choice. It's everyone's choice. Just because, you know, maybe I find a girl attractive that finds black men attractive and I'm not a black man, like, I'm like, oh, well, yeah. It's like, it's not great because I now no longer have a chance of her, but that's life. And unfortunately, you know, there's a lot of things in life where you have to go, well, that's life, and deal with it, move on. So, yeah, in dating, you're allowed to be prejudiced, in my eyes. Let me know what you guys think. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.